Hello everyone, welcome on back to this campaign that we haven't played in a fuck off long time. Hope everyone has had an amazing Thursday because you all deserve it. I lost where I was going with this, so let's just keep trucking. And as per usual, my cat is going insane in the hallway. So, the music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. You can find out more about him if you type in music 2 in the chat. Nope, that was the wrong command. That was the old person I used to have music from. And still do from time to time. The music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay starting screen and the map you're looking at were made by me in Incarnate. The tiny chest weasel thing over by Siri was designed and written by Pointy Hat Studios that you can find on Hitpoint Press or on YouTube. Something else was going. If you want to check out what we've done before in this campaign or in the Eberron campaign that we run on Monday, so you can check it out over on YouTube. Yeah. There is a chest weasel in this campaign as well, Cycle. They found one in the Eberron campaign as well, and Cycle's character is trying to kill it.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Literally, stripes of pain and suffering.
Yeah, it has attached itself to Remus, his brother Romulus.
It goes after the wallet. That's clever.
Yes.
Because one voice in your ear whispering you to do naughty things isn't enough.
No, except
Let's add a weasel.
Shit, damn it. Exactly. Except the weasel is actually trying to, not murder people. Compared to Lynette.
That's what they do.
No, chest weasels
like
live
pain and
off
suffering,
frustration.
Frustration. Okay.
Hi Emil, hi Cycle, speaking of the devil. And if you want to know what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can do what Lillith did and type in !perks in the chat. That I just realized that the music is very loud. There we go. For example, the red crystals you can see above the player's head are hero points that you can use for a number of different things. Stabilize someone who is on death saves, automatically succeed on a roll, not a crit however, it's just success, or petition the GM for shenanigans such as the one used in the Monday campaign where Oren, the bard, petitioned the dark gaping abyss for control over a wraith. That was fun. Nothing bad will happen from that. I think there are some shenanigans that have been happening in this campaign as well, thanks to hero points. I know some shenanigans, period, have been happening in this campaign. Consequences are always fun, especially in a noir campaign. But let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. Vits, who are you? Yes.
Hello, I am Vitskugga, and I am playing Artemis Braveheart, and her loyal lion, Ariane. And she's a Drake Warden Ranger, human.
Nice. Lillith.
Hi, I'm Lillith, or Lily. I'm playing Ciridelia Wordwind, the Tiefling Bard.
Not playing we, the chest weasel, because that's me.
Yes, we.
Unfortunately, our resident paladin is being a paladin in real life. Firefighter doing firefighter stuff. So we're gonna hop on over to Jason. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, I am Jason. I'm playing Lillith, the resident pink-haired druid. And I'm also
I think I did that right. Yes.
playing Leah, the paladin.
For today, yes, you are
Today.
controlling Leo the
I can hear his
paladin.
voice, it's fine.
Unfortunately, we have lost Lupo the cleric, but there might be someone joining in the future. Well, there will be someone joining in the future, depending on where. When depends on you guys.
Let's go to the city right now and find them. Right now. And I don't have to message him and say, be in chat, you bitch. We'll ignore everything else.
I approve.
Speaking of such shenanigans, anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time? For a chance to get a inspiration point.
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Ardana, or Joe, or Oi, you there, if Lilith has any say in it. I'm the GM and channel runner around these parts, and I'm the one who's currently brain dead. Yes. Recap.
You're
last
welcome.
time. Thank you.
How much do you want to know about this recap? Because my very short recap is going to be very short.
It's been a while. Just anything really. I have my notes. The recap is more for me to know how much you remember.
Neri decided to challenge this ghost or undead.
I did not
Or
challenge him,
accept.
but that's how he took it.
He accepted the challenge by beating on his mighty new shield that Siri has made.
No, he was just trying to make a friend. And the dude started
Yeah.
backing his shield.
Yeah, and he batted the shield back, so he was like challenged, and everyone was like, oh shit. But we decided to help Neri anyway, even though we said he could handle it by himself. I mean, he could have, he had tidal wave, but... And everyone started swinging. Drosan decided to make a field of thorns that might have backfired to the people close by when
Everybody.
the undead... No, not everybody.
Oh yeah, the paladin and the bard were making out in the back.
Yeah,
And then-
yeah, sure. They were making out in the back while everyone was getting commanded by this undead thing to come closer into the field of thorns. And as that happened, the makeup crew in the back apparently decided to cast heat metal on the sword that he dropped, the undead. And he tried to pick it up a couple of times and ended up dropping it again.
Me.
The sword ended up over the cliff. Might have started a small fire, almost. As Neri tried to put it out, as Artemis was cursing over the fact that a beautiful sword was thrown over the cliff, killed the undead. Went on and talked to the lion Orion to go pick it up.
And the kitty got wet.
And the kitty got wet, but he got the sword, so we got No, this got dirty real fast. Wet pussy and the swords. Yeah. Anyway. This is an adult channel. Please leave if you're under 18.
I didn't even
Yes.
mean it that way.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't, Jason.
He definitely
okay.
did.
The dick jokes, yeah.
I'm a
About the
dirty-minded person. Shush. Anyways, undead ended up dead. We ended up making a somewhat of a grave. Neri decided to have a fight with a door, with a gauntlet. Ended up getting flown away in a cartoon style.
I lost.
Ended up yeah, they lost against the door. Who would know, right? D&D. Party against the door.
Oh, just a druid.
The druid against the door. Siri tried to open the door, at least bulked it a little bit, but I believe Artemis was the one who managed to open the door? With the
Yeah, I got
lion's
it
hole?
open with the help.
Yeah. I can wipe out.
And almost made the paladin fall down the stairs.
I can wipe out a nightmare shepherd. A bunch of death skulls. That'll put me against the door. That's when things get tricky.
I mean, in the other campaign, the party took such offense to a door that they decided to take it with them, so...
I'm gonna torture you for the rest of my life. Just when you think we're gonna cast a resurrection spell on you and turn you back into the tree you was, and then we're gonna set you on fire.
And I believe they were about to go back to the city to get their reward by having a tower.
Yes. Well, you were looking into exploring the tower.
Yeah.
But yes.
Then go back.
Then go back
to the city to reclaim it.
Yes. Yeah, sure. You can take a point of inspiration for that one, because
Thank you.
It's been a while.
I used it last time to fail horribly.
And yes, with that, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started.
I can't wait to turn into X-Men so we can tax everybody who comes past this bridge. Technically, we'll earn it after they give us it.
Of course, Sirenscape decided to just be a dick right now. Hello? There we go. Standing by the entrance to this long, dilapidated, rather squat tower, you see the expanse of Nyx spread out over your heads. The eastern horizon gently becoming steel gray, then pink with purple hues, with the very first sun rays of morning. Slowly the distant lights above fade into dawn, and the perpetual chill of the mountain seemed to lessen just slightly. You look into the hole of this gateway into the tower. Dust has settled all around you. A broken door laying on the ground next to the frame. Behind you, from the chasm under the bridge, a slow fog seems to rise as temperature rises and the faint dew heats up and just curl around all edges of this bridge. What would you like to do?
I mean, was it necessary to break the door?
You wanted to get in? I got us in.
Well, we got in.
Also, I don't think lions can open doors.
I don't think
No,
we're
I
supposed to.
opened the door, but he helped me.
Posable bumps.
He did help
She had
me.
as much trouble with the door as me. That door is Satan. No, not Satan. That door is Death Shepherd. That door. Wait. What's the death god called?
Erebos.
That door is Erebos.
I'm not sure you want to insult Erebus by comparing him to a door.
What do you mean? I'm sure he
Unless you have a
was.
death wish, of course. I mean, I wouldn't judge you for being bold and brave in the face of gods, but yeah,
I'm not
insulting
gonna
them by comparing them to a door might not be the best option.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna end up near him. I'll probably end up in the sea of monsters. That's where most sailors, seamen, end up going. Right?
As far as you know, yes.
Yeah. I'm not visiting that dude, so it's cool with me. I just have to be nice to. Oh crap. Maybe I
What was
should
that?
make up with my mother.
I mean, you
Wearing a
should.
sandal at her probably wasn't the best choice.
And Siri just remembered Neri telling her this before, and she's like, you can always blame, like, you were in the rebellious state of whatever you are. Teenager-ish?
Very late teenage years, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can blame it on that.
For, a year ago? Was it a year ago?
I think it's better to just own up to your own issues and just maybe apologize.
No. She has
Well.
missed at least 21 of my birthdays. Wait, does Artemis even know what the fuck I'm talking about? Does she know?
Probably not.
Nope.
She's just trying to be helpful. She's like, what the fuck are they on about?
Yeah. She doesn't know about any gods or anything like that, but like.
Oh yeah, no, Artemis wasn't there when it
I
was
mean,
revealed.
Don't tell me I didn't warn you. Like, if you have problems with like your mother or anything like that, then you probably should just own up to it.
No, I don't have problems with my mother. Maybe I should try to differentiate. Differentiate? At least one of my mothers loves me.
You have two mothers?
Yeah.
Not sure how that works, but good for you.
No, I mean, there's such things as adoption. Not that that's what happened, but there's such things as adoption, just saying.
You're adopted?
No, I'm not adopted. I was created.
Oh.
With mother's love.
You're confusing me.
I'm confusing myself. It's a tricky subject. I'm pretty sure I have both my
there's
mother's
nothing
DNA.
I mean, there's nothing confusing about it when you think that basically a god was involved.
You
I mean, when you think
out
about
to
it.
mention on that part.
We haven't told you yet. My mother is Fassa, and my other mother is somebody else. So I'm very upset.
Let's just say it like this. Yes, it is Fassa that Neri here threw a sandal at the god.
She's
So
dead.
you're saying that
just
you
let it
are.
sink in.
So you're saying you're a demigod,
Yes.
and you throw sandals at gods.
Hey, I threw a sandal at a death giant and killed it. She's lucky that I wasn't in my prime back then. Who knows what would have happened?
Well,
You
nice
would have
to meet you, son of Thassa.
Artemis. You
Yes.
would have loved Victor. He was BFFs with the ferryman, and he kicked his knee so hard that he broke it.
See, at least I didn't break a god's knee. I only threw my smelly sandal in her face.
Well, to be honest, I'd be more insulted by a sandal than breaking a knee. But breaking a knee on the god of, well, a god of death, I guess, or the one who brings the souls to the afterlife, I feel like that's probably not the best idea. I'd be afraid I'd be stuck here forever.
Oh no, he's their apprentice now.
Let's just
technically,
stick with
yes.
the BFF.
So,
He
so
is
you're
stuck there forever. So yeah, no, you're correct. He is in fact stuck there forever. Yeah, that is the punishment. Wow, Athreus is smart. He's thinking, how can I punish this person? I know I'm going to stick them with a job forever, whilst I sip my ties on a beach somewhere.
But Neri,
Mhm.
there's a little bit of a little flaw in your plan, though.
What plan?
D&D.
That technically, if and only if the ferryman didn't like Victor, he's stuck with him forever.
No, the ferryman's probably just gonna after he's stuck Victor with the job. There can't be two ferrymen. And like, do you think Athreus and Victor have something going on?
Oh God, Mary! And she would smack his back off his head.
Wow, it's a good point.
Victor's like, yeah, I got no luck with ladies, so I might just well aim for death.
So-
I mean,
Might have better luck there.
he was constantly trying to kill himself. Maybe he has a. I don't see why a large skeleton would turn him on, though. That's a bit weird.
Why?
Your friend sounds weird.
He is.
That or you're describing him weird, I can't tell.
I describe
he
things
was-
how they are.
I mean, Victor is a very stubborn soul. And she kind of squints her eyes a little bit, trying to like find the right words.
Well, stubborn isn't necessarily bad.
I never said it was bad. I'm just thinking of all the times he almost died and basically was too stubborn to die.
I mean, that sounds like a good thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
Strong will to live, yes.
Mm-hmm. To be
Well-
honest, I was actually quite pissed that he left.
Why did he leave?
He
Oh,
didn't
look,
want to be a
there was-
third wheel.
Oh, look! The door up to the tower is open. Maybe we should go inside.
Right, yeah, shiny things, because he has ADHD, so he just immediately shoots into the tower. He's
All right. Neri,
Artemis just shaking her head like follows in.
as you step inside, you see like I mentioned, a squat tower. It, from what you can tell, has 2 floors. Rather wide as you walk in. You see it's almost perfectly circular, broken up into a staircase at the center that leads up to the 2nd floor. Part of the floor above you has fallen in, and you can see the sky through bits where ivy has broken through the roof. A bit of masonry and roof tiles are around your feet. But most of the walls inside here seem to be intact. there are, from what you can tell from standing here at the entrance, there are 2 rooms aside from the one that you're in. Judging by the doors, there's half a door to your right. The other seems to have like fallen from its hinges and broken off, and then there is another wooden door to your left that is slightly open. And there's this musty scent of rotten grain in the air. And looking around, you can see these kind of like powdery substance floating through the air with the wind that you caused when opening the door. There are torch sconces along the 3 walls that you can see. So the room is like a semicircle. But kind of like a squished circle. So the wall where you're standing is round this way, and then you have the other, like another half moon in front of you, but it's kind of like a squished, a pointed ellipsis almost. Where with the staircase as the central point of the chamber. You see what looks like weapon racks to one side, with 2 swords hanging and rusting on one side, and to the left you see what looks like a armor stand with a single helmet still resting on it.
A bit of a fixer-upper. It is wrecked in here, guys. We have 2 skylights, and that's not a good thing. Tell this to us as it is, because I think that's a bit cheap.
I mean, we have the money to fix it.
Speak for yourself, I spent all mine on a fucking Vivify potion. Or whatever it was. Scroll, Vivify scroll, yeah. I've still got that, haven't I? Didn't end up using it, did I?
No, you didn't need to.
What was it, a remove curse scroll, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent all my money on that.
Yeah, you spent all your money on no, you bought a Greater Restoration. But
Yeah.
Drosen could cast it as well. So you still
I
have a
don't
skull.
really have any money. I don't really have any money. But I also don't mind sleeping outside in the wild.
Well, the lion's definitely sleeping outside, because this place is not big enough. He just takes one of the helmets and puts it on his head. Just
It
takes the only helmet and puts it on his head.
yeah, you take the helmet, put it on your head. It's a little bit tight, and you see like flecks of rust fall down in front of your face.
Does the helmet look familiar? Like,
It looks similar to the one that the hoplite you fought was wearing, but a lot simpler.
yeah, because he was a general. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy you fought was a general. This one was made for like your run-of-the-mill soldier.
Mm-hmm.
What's the chances that this helmet is magical and we can sell it for a couple of thousand gold pieces?
Very, very small. It's more of foot soldier helmet.
Oh.
I mean, it
What's the
could be
chances we could
valuable
sell
as
this
an
to a
antique.
museum for 1,000
mean,
gold
with-
pieces?
I mean, it's not really an antique. I wouldn't call it an antique.
I don't know where the limit goes for when something goes antique and not.
I mean, it's already really rusty. It can't really be fixed.
Hey, that
And
just
usually
means
when
it's
people want
old.
antique...
It just means it's old. It adds to the character, right?
I don't know.
I think you're becoming a bit, and she will pat Neri on the back, a bit rusty there, buddy.
That was an awful joke.
Ah, that was kind of funny.
Thank you.
A few flecks of rust fall as you get patted.
Take it off my head, and then shake my hair because I don't want rust in it. I just throw it to the side. I'm like,
Ping, 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 ping. Along the.
if this is gonna be our home base, it needs a lot of renovations.
How large is the tower? Like with
So the room,
height-wise?
the room you're in right now, and Artemis, you would have a hard time seeing in here because it's very dim light. There's like no light source other than what comes through the, as Neri put it, skylight, and the outside. So it's kind of difficult to see. You can see just within the, like the spots, where light comes in from outside.
If you've been having difficulties,
Yes.
you can put your vision.
But from what you can tell, this room is about from the door to the staircase about 15 feet. So
Right.
you guess it's about a 15 feet radius, the whole tower.
And how high is it?
It's from what you can tell, it is 2 floors, 2 stories. So about each story is about 10 feet, so 20 feet. 25 feet to the very top of the roof.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge tower. It's squat, but not big. It looks like it was made for a patrol to live here. And that's
Yeah.
about it.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's about to crumble down. But if this is a place you want to live at, I guess. I'll just sleep outside.
Well, they said it was gonna be ours, didn't they? We can't always stay at that bar, can we? Might as well have a. To be fair, I do have a room at the university in Melitith. So maybe we should just sell this place. Split the deal. Land's got to be expensive, right? And this bridge is bound to be very expensive because then they can tax people.
I mean, it's... If you want to tax people, I guess...
And if
Guess
we
you could
wanted
hire
to-
someone who does the taxing.
Yeah, if we wanted to keep it, we could use it as a business venture. Just have them tax it, and then once a year we can send the money, split the money between us all.
Either way, I don't like civilization overall, so if you want to build something, I will not be involved in the building. I'll just make a camp outside. And if you're wanting to tear it down or sell it, I don't mind either.
Neri, could you please give me a Constitution save?
Okay, there we go, 16. Haha.
All right, thank you. So, you proceeding further into the building, or are you going back to town, or what are you doing?
I'm just gonna step out. I don't think the second floor will be durable.
I'll take a look and see if I find anything useful.
All right, going upstairs, or you exploring the rooms on the bottom floor?
I'm exploring all the rooms, both on the bottom floor and second floor and
Okay.
whatever other floor.
You doing a
really
cursory glance, or are you like looking?
I'm looking for something useful. If it's about to fall down, we might as well just take whatever's useful and
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
investigation. 15.
All right.
Bad.
With a 15, you go through all the rooms, and you notice that while the bottom floor was very much just a kitchen dining hall situation where you could cook food and such, and a training room, the upstairs was the sleeping quarters. So you had one that was, while kind of small, it was still like a lot better than the others. There's a single bed that seems kind of like a little bit moldy, a little bit rotten. Looking under it, you spook a family of mice that have been living there. But it has like a wardrobe situation with like a dried out water basin and such, and you gather that that was probably where the commander of this place stayed. And then you find 3 more smaller rooms that each had a number of cots, like in a what's that called? Not double bed. Brain. What's it called? Where you have one bed up and another one under. I lose the word. But they also seem to have been taken by the elements, especially the one where part of the wall has caved in and taken the floor with it. So you have to like skirt around it, and left something heavy dropped from above and has crashed through the roof and then taken part of the wall with it, and then part of the floor and landed on the first floor. And looking down, you can see what looks like bones.
What kind of bones?
Big. Like, probably the size of Orion. Something similar to that. That looks to have been dropped from a great height and just crashed through the roof. It's a bit hard for you to like notice all of this unless I'm guessing you lit a torch or something, because they're still difficult to see in here. But with the 15, you notice, you find this, like, looking from above, looking down, you see the bones on the ground. But it's kind of hard to judge what it used to be. It's been picked clean.
Alright. Yeah, she just keeps looking around, just trying to find anything useful or of value or anything like that.
Yeah.
She's both like using, like, she's both looking around, but she's also like digging through places.
There it is. Digging through, you don't really find all that much. It seems like this place was abandoned with purpose. So no one was running from this place. It was just abandoned. And you do find like a couple of bent short swords near one of the still can't remember, like, bunk bed. That's the word I was looking for. Near the bunk beds, you find a couple of chests that you would assume had personal belongings, and you find a total of 2 silver pieces and 5 copper pieces.
All right.
So this place seems to be picked clean, and like, whatever you find. So in total, you find that 1 helmet and 5 rusted short swords. There are some broken arrows on the ground as well.
She will investigate the bones,
Yep.
figure out what there is.
Give me a...
Is it a nature?
Yeah, nature check.
15?
Nice. It seems to have been some form of like a really large animal. You guess probably a horse. And with a 15 you can tell it was dropped through the ceiling.
I think
Hello,
something.
yes, Lillith.
I think something big flew over here. And Lilith is back. Yay!
Yay!
I swear to God.
Which one?
Internet. Perforos.
Yes, it was my landlord who called and told me the internet is a little bit iffy and asked if I have noticed it, and I was about to say no.
I mean, what?
Well, she basically says, I think something big flew over here and dropped a horse through the ceiling. Maybe
Maybe a rock?
rock or a dragon.
I mean, why would a dragon drop a horse through someone's roof?
I don't know. Dropped it. Actually, is there any humanoid-like bones around that?
Not what
Could
you
it
can
be a
see.
centaur?
No, there are no humanoid bones.
Well, it's not a centaur at least, so... Maybe it just dropped it to get it killed. Is that what usually flying predators do? They grab something and drop it on the ground so it dies. And maybe it dropped it on the tower by mistake and it died here.
Might.
It's hard to tell. Couldn't find anything useful. I found some silver and copper pieces.
I mean, every money is good money.
Yeah, I guess. I'll keep them to myself if you don't mind. It's very little. Like 2 silver pieces and 5 copper. But if you need it, I'll gladly lend it out.
Jerry will just look very, not sure what to say.
You hear Leo from outside just, "Copper, that's very valuable."
No, that's the gold.
Oh.
Copper's cheap.
No, you can buy stuff for copper.
He's not wrong. But Siri will go into her little pouch that is not so small. And she will take out... Let's see, did she ask for it already? She will give Artemis 20 gold.
What's this for? She looks kinda confused.
For the accidentally almost starting a fire with the sword that you liked.
Shouldn't pay that to me, but you don't need it, as I could use it.
You just hear her whole pouch clinking very loudly, like, I don't need it. So, and as you said, it's nice to have some extra money in case something happens, and you have been nothing but nice.
I mean, I guess. You haven't given me a reason to not be nice, so...
And Orion has been very nice, letting me even hold him as we went outside. Even though I turned him into a kitten.
He is nice. As long as you keep on his good side.
I do not have a plan to go on his bad side.
Sounds good. Well, I'll gladly accept. But if you ever need it, don't be afraid to ask.
Thank you, Artemis, but I think I'll be fine. And it's more to my security that I know that you have some money in case you end up in trouble or needing something.
Okay. Sounds good. I only have 12, so 32 is a lot better.
And she will just pat Artemis on the shoulder.
All right. So you're making your way back to the town, or?
Yes.
Okay, you make your way back towards the town, and by the time you reach the gates, the sun is climbing properly over the horizon. The city itself is not very busy at this hour. You see a couple of guardsmen that seem to be very ready to get off shift for the night. And the scent of freshly baked bread seems to start rising with the gentle mist that crawls along the city streets. You pass by the large Colosseum building on your way, and you can see some rustling, guards waking up, some guards going to their bunks. But in general, it's like almost that kind of liminal space sensation you can get when you come into a space that's usually very lively, very active, but it's currently at rest. And the creeping fog that seems to be everywhere at this point gives an almost otherworldly feeling to the whole city. Do you walk directly to try and... Sorry.
You can see that Siri's just happy to be back in the city. She's not like a nature person. She's like, city!
And Artemis is like, city.
Just imagining Siri going in, like, almost hugging, like, poles and stuff, like, city, civilization, and just seeing Artemis going behind her, like,
Yep. She's more like claustrophobic. That's the word.
Alright. You heading back to the tavern, or are you heading to find the person that set out the bounty, for lack of a better word?
What? So it's like barely morning, right?
Yeah, it's like the sun is just rising and people are starting to wake up.
I mean, since they already told us to go there by night, I say we knock in that person's door, get our... And she quotes, tower. And make them fix it up for us, since it was such a hard battle. And she coughs. Hard battle.
All right.
Right, Mary?
It would have been one if you just left me to it.
You can act it up a little bit.
I mean, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, and especially you have to bring up the sandal at the end.
I didn't even take out my sandal.
But you can still bring it up.
So, but the guards seemed to look at me weirdly last time I brought it up.
No, but you can like tell how hard it was to kill this. You remember the giant you killed with the sandal?
Yes.
Yes, and you can just emphasize that this ghost was also very hard to kill.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Make it a little more like we did our job.
Oh, you want us to try and make it sound like it was really hard, so they pay us more.
Yes, you understand.
Okay.
So she roughs up Neri with putting some dirt on him and stuff.
What are you doing?
No. There. Oh, there you look a little bit rough. Yes. And then she turns to Artemis.
Now he just kind of bends down and scoops up some mud and all over Sari. There you go. Boom.
Should I punch him on the nose to give him some nosebleed as well?
Yes, you should.
No, leave that nose alone.
Come here, Mary.
Not the face, and he runs away. Kind of like shaking his hand, wiping the mud off.
Siri will make it look like she's a little bit muddied.
All right.
I helped with that.
But she will look fabulously muddied. She will look a little bit ruffled up, but again, she knows she's a bard. She's not supposed to be in the middle of the battle, so she will look a little bit ruffled.
All right.
And then she looks over to Artemis. Ruffles? Just a little bit.
No.
Just a little bit, a tiny tad. Pretty please.
I mean, what good will it do?
Make it look like we done a very, very hard job making you get more money as well.
Or it could show that you did a really bad job killing one ghost dude. You struggled that much with just one ghost dude.
I mean,
Well, they couldn't do it.
Leah's like, exactly. If they could do it, then technically they'd be impressed anyway.
Well,
And
give me some mud.
oh
then.
yeah. And I believe that Leo slipped a little bit, so he's already a bit muddied.
Yep. Leo fell down the stairs.
Yeah, so she's like, you don't need anything, honey. You already looked the part.
To be fair, I also was kind of blasted into a lot of vines. Neri was also blasted into a lot of vines.
Yeah, but your hair is still like flowing and nice, so that's the only thing she ruffled up a little bit.
Well, you would have ruffled it up, and then it just immediately just goes like it's underwater, and immediately goes clean again. So yeah, there's no roughing up Leo's hair. It's always like perpetually like it's just perfectly flowing in the wind and stuff. It's weird.
Do you hear a soft squeaking as Barley is currently poking Wee with his snoot? And Wee's like,
Oh, Barley, be nice.
It's just
And she will scratch him under the shin, being like, "Oh, yes, who's a good boy listening? Yes, yes."
And he's just very mad.
What did he just call my dog?
I love that your voice is so similar. Oh,
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm tossing that thing off the cliff. No, I'm cooking it.
And Siri will be like, "You can't cook our children."
Children! Oh god! Oh god! He gets all red and he rushes away.
And she will just hold up Wee, being like, "Yes, you're my little boy as well, aren't you?"
You're ready for fatherhood. What do I do? You just hear him as he runs away.
You see the chest weasel looking very happy with himself and just very content. As he curls around your neck and just rests there for a moment.
She will just scratch him a little bit under the shin as well, and a little bit on the cheek.
It seems extremely happy with what it has caused. And yeah, so you're currently standing in front of this large arena next to the guard station, where you found a notice board where you picked up this again, bounty, for lack of a better term, help request. You can see a couple of guards milling around, some actually like off in one of the shrubberies around it, you see what looks like a sandaled foot sticking out of one of the shrubberies, and it's like moving slightly, twitching a little bit, as if someone is sleeping in the bushes.
Siri will start poking the person in the bush.
You just hear what?
You really shouldn't be sleeping in bushes.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. I tried.
You should sleep in seaweed. It's really comfy.
He's a fish. It's okay.
You see, out of the bushes stands a human female. Seems to be just covered in twigs and leaves. One sandal missing, the other one half on, the one that you saw, and just... Right. Well... It beats sleeping on the sand, in the side at least. Huh.
Did you throw your sandal
Sand is
at
actually
God?
more Sand is actually more comfortable than bush. But you don't have to deal with all the branches.
True.
But I mean, sand gets everywhere.
True.
It's coarse and rough.
True. But most importantly, she's missing a sandal.
Did you steal her sandal?
No, I can't have my sandals. Did you throw your sandal at a god?
No.
Are you doomed to live in bushes for the rest of your life?
Contrary to popular belief, I'm not suicidal.
I'm not suicidal.
He is.
No, I don't know where it went. I know.
Let me guess, you drank a bit too much.
Partially that. I did win something in the arena yesterday. Went to celebrate. And now it's morning.
I do recommend going back to where you celebrated and hopefully finding your sandal.
I know I had 2 of them when I went to celebrate. So that's a good idea.
What mount did you use? Did you use a mount? Was it a mount there? I think they said it was a mount. Was it the cavalry battle today, or was it cavalry next time?
I was not in the cavalry thing. The race. No, I was not. What day is it?
That's a good question, DM. What day is it?
It would be the. Let's see. It's been so long. Let me check. Dum 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 dum. It would be the because you arrived at the equivalent of a Wednesday, if I remember right. So this would be Thursday morning. Because basically you arrived, you did the stuff, you went to bed early to go fight the ghost on the bridge. So yeah, it will be the equivalent. I don't remember the days of the week in Theros, but it's the equivalent of a Thursday.
It's Thursday morning.
I need to go to talk to a tavern keeper about a sandal, because I went to celebrate on Monday.
This week or last week?
I really hope this week.
You said there was a horse race. Yeah, this week. This week. It's the same week as the horse race. Yes. So this week.
You need to work on your drinking problem.
I don't really have a problem with it. I have a problem not having money for it. But I'm gonna go talk to a tavern keeper about my sandal. And
I
then
do
probably
also recommend getting some food.
Food in a bath.
Yes.
Definitely the bath.
I didn't want to be rude.
No, you stink.
Yeah, I was
Should
gonna
probably get
say
a
I
bath.
smell like wet fur, but I'm not sure if it's me or the...
That would be a compliment.
What is that? And she points to Ryan.
It's
a flying lion.
Ryan.
Okay, good. I wasn't hallucinating. I'm gonna go find some food and a bath now. So, thank you
Oh,
for
God.
checking that I wasn't dead.
I'm just imagining this lady like waking up to like a tiefling waking her up, having a ferret around her neck.
Yep.
A fire dog with her boyfriend and a giant lion.
Yep.
With wings, and then you see Neri with the flowing pink hair.
Yep.
And the pink scales.
Yep.
Yeah, just being
And the
like, this
yellow
is
eyes.
normal.
You can just see
It's
on her
normal
entire
for-
face that she's like, I'm never drinking again. She's gonna just casually wander off.
Have a
drink
nice
of water?
day.
Have a nice day.
That
You sure you don't want a drink of water?
I'll get one with food, thank you.
And hopefully she finds her sandal, she whispers to Neri.
Yeah, that's really important. Having good sandals, very important.
You see her hopping a little bit, taking the other sandal off to just, balance how to walk.
And now she has no sandals.
She has it in her hand.
Oh, no wait, she's holding onto it. Okay, she can slap people with it. That's the important
I
part.
just, yeah, I think she's just want to be on even grounds. I don't think it's very nice to walk with one sandal when you're trying to get somewhere. And it looks more
Oh, she has a
normal.
sandal. You
I
need
mean,
a
she
sandal.
could just walk barefoot.
Sandals are multi-tools in life. They really are.
They sure are for you, Neri. They sure are for you.
Nothing more important than sandal.
Siri, could you please give me a perception check?
Oh, for fuck's sake, did you steal something?
I'm still confused what my constitution check was for.
I have a passive perception of 25, by the way. Just
A
pointing it out.
17.
Alright, thank you. Yes, Artemis, you do pick up on the fact that the doors to the guard barracks right next to the arena are starting to open. And a group pours out of it. The seemingly as refreshed as you can get at about early. And you have to be at work at early. But a group of 5 guards pour out, dressed to the nines, spears, shield, helmet on, tassel dress, the whole hoplite aesthetic. And they give you, your group, a quick glance, and then split up into 3 groups and start walking towards the gates. One of them remaining at by the arena, and the other 4 splitting into 2 groups and moving towards the gates.
You're all welcome.
Alright.
So I narrate that. We did your job.
The one who remains by the arena looks at you, and you see these dark brown eyes, almost black, just looking at you with the hell?
Show them the message. Did we take the message off the message board? I don't even remember.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
Okay.
So Siri will take it out of her bag and be like, "Well, we did it."
Right. So, huh? Oh, and the guy takes it. Human man, kind of hard to tell from the getup, hair color and such, but you guess basically everyone you've met so far has either dark auburn or dark brown hair. It's really, really dark brown eyes. A little bit of a, scruff. Takes the notice, reads it, and looks at you, and just something in his eyes. Nice. And then just, all right. Well, you said you did this?
We have the sword to prove it.
All right. Well, inside, 3rd door to the... I know my cardinal directions. 3rd door to the right.
To the right. Larry lifts up his hands.
That one.
Right. Right.
The guard points to the hand. That one.
Yeah, one. Okay. That door to the right.
And
Thank you very much.
let me check the name.
Alright, could you wait outside? Might cause complications if we go inside.
There we go.
Oh, that's a good point. Leah's like, that's a good point. And he takes Partly off his shoulder and puts it on Orion's head. You don't want him to cause a stir.
Orion's head is very warm. Yeah, no, the captain wants to talk to you about that. It's so cool. Excuse me. And you see him start fidgeting a little bit. Is it true? We heard from down the coast. Is it true that you guys saved a village from a sea monster?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. Do
Do
your group have a name?
Did I miss something? Well,
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't in your group then.
Something.
Oh no, Neri, so you would have seen this, and that's the reason why you found this group. It's where they fought Raldas.
Right.
the coin holder.
The coin,
It was
the first one.
Was the multiple Tritons, right?
Yeah.
But the coin holder was a sea monster?
No, the coin holder was a brain. It's been 2 years. Hold on.
Like a
Let me see. Let me see.
Raldus of the Depths. It was his name. I know that
Yeah.
much.
He was a Triton warrior.
Yes. He was a Triton warlord who was terrorizing a village.
Did they have a sea monster with them?
No. But...
So
oh,
that's why Leah
Yeah.
was like, a sea monster? Are you sure about that? A sea monster?
No, Leo, Siri, you would probably realize that they are conflating... No, wait! It was even before that. So, Neri, you wouldn't know. But before that, the party ran into a marrow on the coast.
Let's see. Yeah, the Monster Marrow. It was in session 4.
Yes. So, Neri
was,
wasn't in there yet.
Okay. I was going to say,
It
never
was
saw
the-
me. This was my Leah impression.
Yes.
Leah being like,
It was the session 4 where apparently a villager thought that tiefling laid eggs.
Yes.
I was talking about the marrow. No way to that. Oh, okay. I know
Yes,
what you're
yes,
talking about.
the sea monster. And she like looks at. I believe it was Leo who killed it.
Oh, I
Who got the
killed it,
last
did
hit?
I?
It was Leo and...
Victor, I
I
think.
think.
No, it was...
Did they use a harpoon to kill it?
It was the first time
Is that where the
you
harpoon
got
came
the harpoon from this guy. No, you got the
Yeah,
you got the harpoon from this guy.
Yeah, this is where we got the amazing harpoon because we didn't
Yes.
only find. We found a harpoon with 4 hooks in the marrow.
Killed it with my mighty harpoon, which was then stolen by a Leonin.
Well, technically,
Leonin.
I mean,
This
technically,
yeah.
E2 used it more.
I got it fast.
yeah, this was the same village where Leo got drunk for the first time.
Yes.
Yep.
Whoops.
Oh yeah. Then you got me drunk. Tried to get into my pants.
I mean,
And
who
he
said I
eventually
did?
has, but still.
Siri will just look at Leo and be like, "Who said I never did?"
Oh god, let's find this woman inside.
Interesting point
But she
of
will look
order.
back at the guard. But she will look back at the guard and be like, "Yes, the marrow. It was such a horrible monster, and the poor villagers. We just stayed for them, you
I
know."
knew it. I saw you. I saw you yesterday. No one wanted to believe that it was you guys, but I told them I was right. You guys are awesome.
Aw, you're so sweet. And she will kind of pinch his cheek a little bit, being like,
It turns beet
my
red,
God.
just like. Okay. Then just
I
collect
feel
some.
like I should have joined your group way earlier. That sounds really cool.
"Oh yes, it was very, very nice of the villagers. They were poorly starving. Because one, they couldn't leave the village because there was a lion outside as well. They wouldn't let them leave. But thanks to me and she looks up at like the sky, being like, my God, for us, we managed to get to an agreement that it wasn't the villagers' fault, and we would get rid of the beast. And we got rid of the beast, and we got the lion away, and everyone lived happily ever after."
Sounds impressive.
All right. You going inside? This guy is just like. Yeah, interesting point of order. Soldiers in Theros do not wear leg armor. because you know that whole Greek soldier aesthetic thing. Leo would have like shin guards and that kind of a leather metal skirt thing going on. Like everyone else, because funny thing, apparently Greek soldiers in ancient times believed that wearing armor, proper leg armor, was cowardice.
Oh god.
And way too much armor. So that's why you have the breastplate and the skirt situation going on.
What's he wearing? He's wearing...
In the image, he was wearing a lot more, but
he's wearing, yeah.
Leo has heavy armor, so
adamantine plate, half plate armor.
Yeah. So imagine like, imagine like a hoplite armor, adamantine version, a little bit longer metal plated leather straps that go down to his knees, and then shin guards. He's wearing a lot more than that in the image, but that's basically what soldiers and armored people in Theros would be wearing. But yes, you make your way inside the guard barracks, and it is...
So you're making sure that Neri doesn't go into the wrong door.
It was that door on the right, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I'm already in there.
Okay.
I'm following
You're in the room or in the hallway?
I'm already up. I'll be like, excuse
Okay.
me.
You
Oh, he's
opened...
not even knocking.
No. You opened the door.
He said to go through. He said to go through, so he's gone through.
All right. You open the door to what looks like a pretty sparse office-looking room. There is a desk with 2 stools in front of it and a largest chair behind it. There are 2 shelves along either side of the walls, and what looks like a low bench behind it that has a weapon stand where a gladius rests. And a helmet right next to it. The helmet is very similar to the one that you saw on Kalka's Drakon, with the the face guard and the plumage, but where his was green, this one is like a almost like a black fading to red. And resting against one of the bookshelves is a shield with a stylized eagle on the shield. All of it is made out of bronze. And in front of one of the shelves, looking through something when you open the door and walk inside, stands a tall human woman with like a long braided hair that seems to go like a crown around her head, dark brown, and bronze armor on. Right next to her left is a long spear that has like these what's it called? Like it's called hulling in Swedish. So it goes down like this and then like almost like hooks at the end.
Barbs, hooks.
Yeah, like barbs. So the spear tip goes down into barbs that point down, resting against the bookshelf within reach And
So
she
has a
can
land harpoon.
basically, yeah, it's a land harpoon, the length of her. And as soon as you rip open the door, her hand is on that spear, and she's looking over her shoulder straight at you with like piercing pale blue eyes.
Bye! The guy told me to come through.
I'm sure they told you to come through, not barge into my office. Who are you? What do you want? And why should I not kill you?
Wait. Sorry, could you say those questions a bit slower? I need to figure out my answers.
Who
Who
are
am I?
you?
Yes.
What do you want? And why should I not kill you?
I'm Neri. I want gold. And it won't end well for you.
Right.
Uh,
Let me
Artemis just comes inside as well, and she's like, "Excuse my friend over here. I
Alright.
heard it's rude to knock."
Neri, please make me a dexterity save.
Oh dear.
Alright. Artemis, just as you step through the door and say that, Neri, next to you, you just barely dodge your head out of the way as the spears just thunk into the door. And she's standing
catch it?
like an inch from your face.
Oh, okay. So I can't catch it.
No, you cannot. Well, you can hold it, but it's like right there. And she's just like in your space.
I let you know that I have a partner and that your closeness is unnecessary.
Icy blue eyes shift over to you, Artemis.
This woman's very intimate with me for some reason.
Do you guys want some space or?
I'd like some space, yes.
You
Privacy, I
have 3 seconds to convince me not to have you arrested.
Does
You're
Siri
here to
hear
turn in a
this?
job.
All right. Good enough reason, and she pulls the spear out of the wood, splintering this slightly on the way, and just down.
That's practically what I said.
Now. And she looks out through the door, and she sees you, Siri. Nixborn.
Hi.
Hi.
Please
Good
don't
morn-
tell me they have done anything stupid.
If by stupid you mean barging into my office without knocking and antagonizing the captain of the guard of the city of Akros, no, of course not.
Antagonizing is a good word, right?
And you can see Siri peeping through the door, giving him the deadliest glare she has ever given Neri at this point.
We perks up and looks straight at this woman like... It's like,
Just sucking up the air. It's like,
frustrations.
frustration.
She takes a step back from you, Neri. And
We
you
should have won this
feel
with
the
Neri. Neri
pressure.
makes everyone frustrated. We would have won.
You
Like,
feel
Siri is frustrated, the guard is frustrated.
as she steps back near you feel pressure leaving your foot that you didn't notice first, and you realize that she had her foot on top of yours.
God. My sandal.
She
Wipes his
walks.
sandal like, do you know how hard I work with these?
She walks around the desk, puts the spear back next to the shelf, and looks at the four of you, and just, please sit.
Prefer to stand, if it's okay.
Up to you.
Siri will sit down.
Is there enough chairs for her to sit down?
2 chairs.
2 chairs. Oh, go on, Leah. I guess you can sit down, Leah. No, we'll let Leah sit down.
Okay, Leo sits down as well. Drosan can't really fit in here, so he's just gonna stand out in the hallway.
Oh, like it's my chair idea. As I look at Drosan being unable to commit.
So, she doesn't sit down, but she steeples her hands in front of her. Just, you said something about a job finished.
Yes,
Oh,
I need the
yes.
details to those. And she points to Siri.
Yes, again, I apologize for my acquaintances' rough behavior. They're not used to doors. And she will go into her bag and give him the paper.
Nodding like, yeah, actually, that's true. He's not lived with doors his entire life.
And give her, like, the paper.
You claim,
Sip helmet as you.
so do many commanders. You claim that you have dealt with Kalkas Drakon.
Yes.
the
Quite a sad ending. We do have a sword.
She holds her hand out for you.
You need to have it.
I just need to see it.
Just as proof.
Yes, any proof
Okay.
that what you claim is true.
She takes it out and holds it up like this. Hands it over.
She takes the sword, looks it over for a moment. Takes down a scroll from one of her shelves, rolls it out. You see her comparing the scroll with the sword, rolls the scroll back up, puts it back. Well, it matches the description given, and given that General Drakon was never properly buried with anything or at all, I'm going to assume that you are true to your word. Now?
Yeah, we buried his
might
army
have-
so he wouldn't come back.
Yeah, we kind of made a grave for him. We just like he didn't seem like a bad person, just a little bit edgy,
And lost.
very
Yeah,
lost.
knowing he was dead.
Yes. The general was a legend in his own right. And when I was obviously not born yet, but stories tell of him. The fact that he was haunting our bridge was sad indeed. Now,
Yeah, he put up a really tough fight, and I look at look at Siri and I nod.
Yes, he did.
the captain looks you over and just, I can see that. Well done. Now, as for your reward, the notice says
was
that
injured. I have injuries.
good for you.
Yeah.
The reward states that you are now the owners of the God Post by Faragak's Bridge, to do with as you please. There was also a monetary reward that the DM will look up because I don't have it in my brain.
Now, is this guard tower being given to us with or without the skylight? Are you repairing the skylight?
As I said, the tower is yours to do as you please. Renovations or tearing it down is entirely up to you. She looks at you, Neri, for a moment and just... Personally, I would probably consider the amount of pilgrims heading to the Flamespeaker Monastery and keep that in mind as to what you would like to do with the keep.
We can make an inn and actually get money.
I suppose we could make it then. Do we own the bridge as well?
No, that is a naturally occurring phenomenon. We have just
Do we
paved
get tax
it. All taxes that you might collect from said bridge will fall to the city of Akros, with a small percentage being given to you. It is a public thoroughfare.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I'm saying an inn is a good thing, because pilgrimage, they do need places to rest and food.
Should we call it the Inn of the Drakon?
Now,
Dragon Cliff Inn. Dragon Bridge Inn.
That could also work.
give me a moment and I shall have your deed of ownership drafted for you. You can collect it in, say, half an hour.
Sounds about right. We should clean up, maybe. And she looks at everyone.
Far be it for me to judge your appearance. You seem to be competent soldiers. She looks at you, Siri, for a moment, just looks to Neri and then to Neri's hair. Just
He just kind of shakes it slightly.
and
Some
if
dirt-
I
sort of the bat comes out and he just starts wearing normally.
if I might offer a suggestion for the future, and she looks straight at Neri. Knock before entering public officials' offices.
Or generally just knock on like a normal door instead of banging on them or kicking them in.
The guard said we could go through. I assumed he was the authority figure.
I assume that he meant to the door. But I shall have a talk with this god.
He's getting funny.
And you can see Siri being already deaf, glaring at Neri again, being like,
My professors never seemed to mind. Or did they just get used to it? I don't remember.
I'm
Look at my
pretty sure the
professor's mind.
guard did say how we were supposed to go here, not how Neri interpreted how we were supposed to go here.
Yes, even I understood, as a normal human being, that you're supposed to only go to the door and then knock. As I said earlier, Neri is not used to doors. As you can see, he's a trident.
Triton.
Trident.
Trident is what
And-
Triton's wield.
No, he's a
He-
trident.
I wield a Biden.
True. To be honest, this is my first time meeting a Triton, and fascinating horned Nyxborn as yourself. She points to Siri. I assume
Thank you for
are.
calling me fascinating.
Last time I came across doors was at the university. I stood there
No.
for 20 minutes. I didn't know how to open it. He looks like he's reminiscing now.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I think as we come and collect the deed, would you maybe, if I might be so bold to ask, like point us to some good contractors, maybe?
I am personally not familiar with contract. I can put you in contact with the contractors we use to build some of the major contractors here in the city, if you should like. I'll have the contact information for that along with your deed of ownership when you are here to collect it. Usually,
do they do smaller builds? Can we afford major contracts?
well, it might be a little bit pricey, I'd say, in the... Well, if you want to restore the tower to its former glory and you were talking about an inn, just guessing, I'd say in the 5,000 gold range for full renovation.
You can see Siri in shock.
Leo's like,
But like, she's like, you can see the shock in like 1 second, and then she's like, yes, of course.
But that is for a
Why so much for natural things that are out there? Just grab some rocks and wood and whatnot and build.
Oh, with the cost, as far as I know, for the contractors we employ, it comes with a guarantee as well that their job is well made and it won't fall apart within a year. Or 10. It also comes with shuffling materials to the location, full control over the interior design of it, and any potential side buildings you would need for, that you would need. I am myself not a planner of such buildings. Normally, my job is to talk to these people, the building contractors, whenever there is a building or something that needs to either be built in the city or repaired due to some disaster.
What's the monetary reward we will be receiving again?
The monetary reward will be 1,500 gold pieces to be divided among your group.
15. Is that
1,500.
Oh, okay.
And will also be available for you when you come to pick up your deed of ownership. Now, it is up to you. You are fully free to tear the entire structure down and building something else, or just leave it.
We will think this over, but I mean, we just got back from this, and she looks over at Neri, who's a little bit hurt.
Yes.
This horrible fight.
I can tell. Now, unfortunately, as much as it would please me to hear you regale me of your adventures dealing with the late general, I do have things I need to take care of today. So,
Yes.
in about half an hour, you can pick up your deed of ownership along with a chest with your coin and contact information for contractors should you want to repair or renovate or rebuild the keep that you now own. What I do need is either a list of all of your names or a collective name for your group.
I don't know if we are the harpooneers anymore. We don't have a harpoon. Are we the tax collectors?
I think we are.
Oh,
The dogs tax collectors.
if
The
a
doggy tax
harpoon is
collectors.
required, we do have a couple that you can have.
Siri will look over to Leo.
It was just like, if we get one, we'll be the harpooneers again.
Yes, we will gladly take a harpoon.
Then one shall also be provided. Shall I put the deed to the harpooneers then?
Yes,
Then
I
that
think
shall
that's
be-
better than the tax collectors.
All right.
Or the fairy merryman.
I like that one.
The
Fairy merryman.
The fairy merryman. Okay.
Yes, the fairy merryman.
What did you say, Mary or Derry?
Merry.
Oh, I thought you said Derry. Okay, never mind.
No, we're the fairy merryman.
Not the fairy Mary Nerry man.
No, that's
No,
you,
so-
Neri.
Okay.
So what? Are you the harpooneers
we'll
or the
just-
fairy merryman?
Just stick with the harpooneers.
Yeah, let's stick with the harpooneers. Jesus Christ, I am just joking around.
All right. So, with a pointed glare at Neri, you are ushered out of the office, and she just thunk, and then you hear a latch go click.
And I just looked through the hole she made with the.
Yeah, it's a tiny little pinprick hole that you can just see through.
Just say for it, you might want to get this fixed. And then I'll walk on.
Now, the door is an oak door, about this thick, and the spear made a hole through it, right next to your head.
I'd just like to think as soon as he says you might want to get it fixed and walks away, another hole appears.
You definitely hear a thunk, but no, not another hole. Sharpening a spear is annoying. Not as annoying as Neri. But still annoying.
And as they're walking out of the building, Siri will basically reprimand Neri about how to knock on a door.
I've never knocked before. Well, no, wait, I knocked in the.
You knocked in the end, but I
Knocked
wouldn't
in the
call
end.
that knocking. I would call it banging.
When I was.
I never knocked on a
told,
door.
I was told by Alexa that if you knock on someone's door, they have to be able to hear you because she's a heavy sleeper. So I knock exactly how she taught me to.
But, Neri,
Hmm.
did the head of the guard look like she was asleep?
No, she was standing up when I walked in.
Yes, because she was at
The desk.
work. She was at work, Neri. Most people don't sleep at their job.
So I didn't need to knock. There we go. And I clap and I pat her
You
on the back,
need
and then I walk
to
off.
You need to knock because they can't be busy, Neri.
I'm
Why
pretty
don't
sure
you
some of the
want-
guards were sleeping when we got back, though.
Professor's
half
never
sleeping.
minded.
Siri will walk fast after Neri and yell after him, being like, "Would you want someone to walk in when you and your boyfriend are doing stuff in the bedroom?"
Happened. I just carried on. His sister was traumatized there.
All right.
And Siri
Doing
will
what
turn to
things?
Leo and be like, "We are always locking the door."
I agree.
Doing what things? Don't understand.
And you can see Siri being like, you can see the cogwheels kind of like turning a bit, like, have you ever been with someone before, Artemis? Like, romantically? Ever?
What does that mean?
Have you ever mated with someone?
Have
Oh,
you kissed someone?
No, I haven't mated with someone before. No,
Have you kissed someone?
no, I have not. Well, I have kissed Orion, but I mean, we're incompatible. We can't really breed, can we?
Please don't tell me you've been trying to mate with your rat lion, because that's... I'm
No,
gonna call that the what's the equivalent of the
I'm saying
RSPCA?
that is impossible. That's why it wouldn't happen.
Let's
I hope
just
that's not
put
the
it.
only reason it wouldn't happen.
I don't know.
Big questions
I-
in D&D.
You can just see Siri's cogwheels turning and her eyes twitching a bit, trying to understand what's going on.
Remember, I grew up in the wilds. Like, I am not from civilization at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Are you one
I
of
know what
those-
mating is, though. Like, I've seen several animals mate with each other and such. So I know the concept of mating.
Are you from those big forests where the city's like all women?
I'm not from a city.
Oh, okay. I bet there's a city
Or-
in the
or,
forest
well-
where all the women are like.
I guess I was from a city. Think.
Yeah, how was you born if you weren't from a... Well, no, I suppose you'd have to be in a city to be born.
No, you just need parents.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
But
I did
they-
have those.
I would hope so.
I have those as
But
well.
yeah, either way, what we mean, Artemis, is that you should always lock your doors to the bedroom, especially when Neri around.
I'm almost always sleeping outside. I don't have a bed.
If you ever sleep at the inn, in a bed, just remember to lock your doors.
Okay.
Yeah, I was joking before. I've never actually hooked up with my boy. I don't even think he's my boy. What are you on about boyfriend? Is he my boyfriend? Do I consider him my boyfriend?
You called him your boyfriend before,
Did I?
and Alexa called him your boyfriend.
Oh, okay. I guess that's what we are then.
You don't sound very happy, Neri.
No, it's new. No, I'm not sure. I'm
Mhm.
not sure about being. Hmm.
Artemis.
Confused a bit, but I'd say if you think about it, Fass is literally like the ocean, and Neri's very like the ocean. The notion that someone could claim them, they're very free spirited. They're very running around like crazy and doing whatever pops into their heads.
Artemis, could you give me a wisdom save, please?
Another save. What the fuck is going on? Somebody's attacking us. Somebody's fucking attacking us, aren't they?
50.
You feel a sense of like you living in the woods. You have felt fear in the past. That fear of being hunted by wolves, by bears, by people. That sense of dread that like, okay. And looking around, you have this very creeping sensation that something is coming for you. And you just about manage to shake it off before it takes hold. And then a large shadow passes over you. Because you have such high passive perception, you're the only one to notice it. That split second, just a huge shadow pass overhead.
Oh, this is our surprise, isn't it?
A shadow as in
Is a fucking
an actual
dragon.
shadow, or shadow as in like
As
something
if
is flying by.
as if something just blots out the sun and then vanishes. And because of your ridiculous passive perception, you look up and in the distance you see something large and red just passing into the mountains.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it.
Did you guys see that?
See what?
I think I just saw a dragon.
Oh, is it the red dragon that Neri talked about that also likes fur for us?
It was red, big shadow, flying towards the mountains.
Can we go? You promised we could go.
We need to rest first. I suppose.
Oh yeah, but after.
You did get a long rest before you went to fight the guy.
I suppose we could have just like a short rest and then just pop inside and get whatever.
We can get some
Lady
like
Earth
breakfast,
bounces.
have a short rest, get the deed, and then be on our way.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, let's find a cafe and get some food.
Okay. You know of the 3 major inns that you were told about in the past. The fancy one that you're staying at, the one that most guards tend to frequent, and the one that is very rough and tumble. That you now realize probably where that woman you found in the bushes was heading towards.
Which one is closest? And do we still have like our breakfast at the Finer Inn?
Yes, you would have.
I say we go. We still have our room at the Finer Inn, and we still have breakfast. So I would say we could go back there, get our breakfast, rest a little bit before leaving, getting our deed, going up the mountain to see a dragon. Oh, just think about all the stories. Oh, I can also draw.
I always wanted to meet a dragon.
All right. You head to the fancy
Write
inn.
a paper on him. I could write a paper on him for my mythozoology course.
You could.
That's the subject I study at the university. Well, it's not cryptozoology. Yeah, cryptozoology.
Yes.
Cryptozoology is the study of like mythical beings, but I'm guessing it's more like magical beings here.
Yeah,
Magical
basic.
animals and stuff. Yeah.
Nixology, maybe?
Nixology. Ooh, I like that, Nixology. Yes. I've been studying for Nixology.
Nixozoology. Say that 5 times fast when you're drunk.
Nixology.
No, Nixozoology.
Nixology.
LupoZo, aren't you?
You head back to the fancier inn that you stayed the night at, and as promised, a rather lavish breakfast is presented to you. There is a plethora of cut fruits, grilled and fried meats, freshly baked bread, freshly churned butter. There is tea, milk, ale, wine, cheese. Basically, porridge for Leo.
Is there like a place we can sit outside and eat?
Yeah, there would be. Past where Drosen stayed, there's like a little garden on the outside, behind the building. Kind of enclosed.
Garden.
You know, like in those Greek buildings, there's like an open garden in the center of the building. Except this one is opened towards the back wall of the city. So it would be like an atrium situation, but with one of the main walls gone. I don't know what that's called. But there are some benches and small tables where you can sit and have your breakfast. And you notice, yeah,
orders some meat, milk, and honey.
Okay, yeah, easily provided. You have your breakfast in peace. The rest of the inn is slowly waking up, and roughly about 7:30, you head back to grab your deed of ownership. Indeed, made out to the Harpooneers. And there's a buzz through the whole guard station. And you notice a lot of the guards both coming in and going out, looking at you, like side glances, and there's talk. You don't sense any hostility, just like very clearly that people are talking about you and what you have done in the past.
You mean those two? You mean what those two have done in the past?
You're part of a package deal now. But no, you clearly hear that not only has the story of the marrow and the lion keeping a village locked in spread, but also other things.
The labyrinth.
The labyrinth has spread.
Did we fix the labyrinth?
No one
Were
is
people
being
who knew
kidnapped
it?
around it anymore. No one is being sacrificed. People are not going missing anymore.
We killed plenty of creatures in burning villages as well, to be fair. There's a lot of messed up villages.
And we got
gnolls
rid
as
of
well.
The gnolls.
And we got rid of... Yeah, the gnolls.
The gnolls
We
and
got
the
rid of the-
plains.
We got rid of the guy that sacrificed people in the hills. Cutting them up to pieces with blood and shit.
There's the tower as well with the ghost lady in it.
Tower.
Yeah. No, word of the tower has spread as well. But not that many people are talking about it. You realize it's probably some are talking about it, and you hear the mention of name Radamantis Theskelos, the father of the revenant in the tower. His name is mentioned in connection to the tower. So
we did tell him about that, so
yeah. So apparently he's been spreading word about that the tower has been freed. And you get this feeling that any hope of anonymity going forward is probably going to be difficult. Word spreads fast once it gets going.
And
No.
Siri starts to realize this, and you can see her awkwardly take her hoodie back up.
Yep. And
Neri also like stops in his tracks. This is like he's looking around and he realizes people are talking about him a lot, and he's like,
Artemis is oblivious because she wasn't part of any of it, so she's just like,
yeah, no, you're basically being part of the package deal, but only because like, oh yeah, that's the one with the big lion, the winged one. Yeah.
yep. She's
It's like
yeah. She gets it everywhere she goes.
yeah. Oh, it's like those. It's what was the stories called again? Yeah. And this is where I'm having a brain fart again. Yay! Myth goddesses of Theros. What are you called? You are called. No. Archons. It's like you know those paintings of the Archons. Is she an Archon? No, she can't be. She's not. Nah, she must be human. But they're definitely talking about Orion. And as you're leaving, you see Alexa walking out of the inn. And making her way over to the gate you came into Akros through.
"I'll go say bye to her."
Yeah. She
Well, I
looks
know
over
that.
to you. Ah, there you are. I was hoping. Thank you for. Well.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really
I
big deal.
will tell Asterix you said hi.
Mhm.
Even if you didn't ask me to. And I shall tell the professor that you are on a very important mission, doing something.
As this is my lead gap year. Can you start a gap year in the middle of the year? Maybe.
Yeah, sure. I'll come up with something. Now I have to come up with a good excuse to why I just left for a month. Okay.
I mean,
Just say that Neri kidnapped you.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. No, just tell
Also,
them.
say hi to Neri's boyfriend.
Wait. Neritus,
What?
are you dating?
What?
We're gonna have to talk about this when you get back. We are having a talk.
I don't know what you're about.
What's dating?
Oh,
Dating romantically involved.
Okay.
Just
You and
ignore her.
I are
She's
having
off
a
my rocker.
discussion here. I am going back and trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to tell. What in all Tartix I am going to tell the professors.
Valuable to the other person.
And
Does that count?
oh, don't worry, Neri. I'm not gonna tell anything to Asterix before you and I have a talk.
He shrugs. It's like,
But
just
I
say
have to
hi
head back.
Asterix for me.
I will. Again, thank you for fixing whatever this was. I have no.
Tell the professors about that though.
I will
Actually
absolutely.
Because they need to up security if this guy's going to start coming after people at the
Yes.
university because of me.
Yes. Well,
Well, also, I look to the others. I look back to her. I'm going to slowly guide her a little bit away from them so I can speak more privately.
right.
Somebody else might come for the university as well. Not the wizard.
Okay.
If any monstrosities attack the university, just let me know. Aberrations, that kind of thing.
Okay. What did you do?
I don't think it was actually my fault, but I pissed off someone claiming to be a god.
Very.
Wasn't actually a god. He'll just say. He just wants to be one. He might be powerful enough to hold his own against one. But, you see. At least survive one. I think he survived. Yeah.
Do you have a name of this
What's his
person
name?
that you pissed off?
Well, he kind of. I was with him for a little bit. He was teaching me how to be a druid, but I didn't actually realize who he was. You probably haven't heard of them. But their name. I will keep scrolling and keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Somebody you suggested, isn't it? Fossus.
Okay. I will let the professors know. At least our professor. But after I make my apologies. It's gonna be a whole thing. First of all, I need to get off this mountain. Fun. Take care of
Be careful
yourself.
of the dragon. Take care of yourself.
I'm going home. Please keep him alive. Me and him need to have a talk, and he kind of needs to be alive
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
Oh, yes, he needs to have a talk with you about your brother, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No discussions are
Don't
necessary.
worry. Don't worry, dear. I'll keep him alive.
Making stuff up.
Thank you.
two are just
I'll do my
ignoring
best,
him.
but I'm not taking responsibility for him. But I'll try my best.
Everyone's
I will
ignoring me.
also try to teach him how to knock on doors.
I don't want to know. Thank you so much for this whole thing. Thank you for clearing my head. Now I'm going back home and trying to sort this mess out. So, good luck with whatever you're doing. I'm leaving. And she picks up her pack and joins the caravan that is currently leaving Akros. And as you watch the group of carts and oxen leaving in the city, you turn your attention, deed in hand, to your new keep, to the east, the northeast mountains, where far off in the distance, an ancient being lies waiting, maybe, for all of you. And that is where we're gonna wrap this session.